Hi, I'm Amy Kennedy, Educational Technologist for Region 6.
And I'm Robin Moore, Math Specialist at James Morris School.
And today we're going to talk about fostering math on the home front.
We wanted to begin by having you reflect on your own experiences with math, whether it's as a student or as an adult. So we want you to think about, with math, are you frightened of math or are you engaged in math?
We have a nice infographic here to help you reflect on that question a bit more. So if you feel like maybe you fall into the frightened of math category, you may find yourself saying something sort of indifferent, such as, your dad does the math, I don't have to. Or maybe you feel terrified and you may hear yourself say, I'm an arts and lit person, I'm bad at math and always will be.
Or you may be one who's fortunate enough to be more engaged with math, where you're feeling fairly confident, thinking, I like math because there's a right answer and there's lots of ways to get there. Or you could be engaged in math, thinking, I don't mind doing the books. The rigor for the steps is like a puzzle for me. The most important thing to remember is whether you're frightened or you're able to be engaged with math, you want to make sure that you're coming off with a positive attitude for your child. And we have lots of resources in Region 6 to help you assist your child with mathematics at home.
So when we did this presentation at Family Math Night, we had our audience discuss a few questions. So just think about what resources that you may use at home to help your child with math, whether it be something online that you found on your own or other resources. And also think about if you are using the parent resources that our district provides. So we are going to cover some resources from the K-5 Investigations Program, the Family Letters, the Student Math Handbook, and notes on the homework and daily practice sheets. So the first thing we're going to discuss are the Family Letters. These come home at the beginning of each unit, and I'm going to open one up so you can see more clearly. They may look familiar to you. They're a letter to families that explain the mathematical concepts that are being taught in that unit, and they provide you with information on the benchmark and the goals, as well as some examples of the strategies and skills that go along with the mathematical concepts that are being taught. There also is another family letter that comes home sometimes in the middle of the unit, with some related activities to try at home. So these are really great because they give you some ideas that you can do to help foster mathematical understanding with your child, with activities that are great to do at home. Like this one says, look in the newspaper or online at the weather statistics for your area. So they're fun things that, go along with sort of real world connections. And also there usually is a literature connection where you can go to the library, check out that book, and normally that book will support the mathematics topics that are being taught for that unit.
The next component that we wanted to show you is the Student Math Handbook. And the Math Handbook is a wonderful tool that every K-5 student has access to. They have a username and password that their teacher has provided for you. And we're going to just show you how to log in and access this content. So when you log in, you'll go to the Pearson website, which is www.pearsonsuccessnet.com. You'll type in your child's username as well as their password, and then log in. Sometimes you might need a password. 06793. Let's see, that's not it. So sometimes you'll have to also enter the password.
06763.
Sorry about that. Here we go. And you'll click on your child's school. Okay, you'll come to a screen that looks like this where it shows the student handbook. When you open up the handbook, you'll notice that it comes to a page that says Math, Words, and Ideas. Depending on where your child is in their unit, you would click on either Numbers and Operations, you can click on Patterns and Functions, Data Probability, Geometry, Measurement. There might be other categories depending on what grade your child is in. These will give you more information about different strategies and vocabulary that your child is working on. I'm going to open up one of these pages for you right now. Let's take a look at solving another addition story problem. And this is a great tool because it will show you different ways that your child is able to solve problems in class. And they may be things that you're not familiar with yourself, or maybe you were taught differently. So you can understand exactly what your child is explaining from class, or different things that the teacher's recommending that your child possibly try. So here we see someone using tens and ones to add. Someone else over here is breaking it down using the numbers for adding the tens together, then the ones. Here's some other strategies using a hundreds chart as well as a number line. So anytime you need more information about a topic, this is the resource that you would use. We also have a games section. And by clicking on the games, you'll see a list of all the games that your child will be playing in class. These games you can click on and get the directions, and then they can be played at home. So here's our Make 10 game. They tell you the materials you need, the directions on how to play, as well as variations on the game. So we have these activities as well as the activities that were presented earlier from the unit activities. If you do not have your child's username and password, feel free to contact your child's teacher to gain that information.
Okay, so now I'd like to talk about the notes that are on the daily practice sheets and the homework sheets. And so Robin has just explained the student math handbook. So the notes are referring to a specific page within that handbook so that you can get some more information about the concepts and skills that the child is using, and also the vocabulary that goes along with that particular daily practice or with that particular homework assignment. If you have a child in 6th grade, we use the Math Connects program, and there also is a similar online component to that where your student can access examples within the chapter. There's also a little personal tutor with some screencasts, self-check quizzes, the homework practice sheets, and all of the textbook practice sheets are available online as well.
One suggestion that I've always made to my classes is for their families to create a family math box. It can be something that to help build excitement. You can have your child decorate it. It's just a nice central location to keep all of your math materials at. The family letters that come home, any directions for the games can be kept in here, as well as any math manipulatives, objects, and things to play the games. To just have that nice central location. We will be posting on the website some substitutions that you can use for manipulatives of objects that the games may recommend that you can easily make at home.
So keep a lookout for some additional resources, such as our district math newsletter that comes home through eBlast. Our mathematics curriculum is also available online on the school website. So if you're a Goshen Center School parent, you would go to Goshen Center School and you'll see a curriculum link right on the website that you can access each curriculum scope and sequence for grades K through 6. We also have this great resource that was sent home that Mrs. Baranowskis put together with a list of apps and websites that are great to use online. And again, we'll have this available for you to download on our website. And also the website where we pulled that great infographic with the engaged or frightened math is called math4.com, and there's some really great activities for you to try at home with your child. And also, there are Common Core parent roadmaps that are available on our mathematics curriculum website as well.
Oh, thank you very much for joining us for this presentation. Feel free to go to the link for this site and you can further explore it on your own. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your child's teacher or the math specialist at your school.